Alright, so in the comments, feel free to tell us if the national anthem is copyrighted or not, because we just had a quick conversation about it, and we have no idea how that would work.
And if it's not,
upload it in YouTube and whatnot.
You guys are gonna hear the national anthem.
Yeah, we'll sing it at full vocals.
I don't know about full.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put that much heart into our national anthem.
I think Matt should sing the national anthem while switching between Natsuki and Sayori voice.
I'm not that fucking skilled
Fuck
yet.
yeah.
Shit. Anyway, Hunter, you best be reading.
Yes. Well, we read that last time, huh?
I don't think so, so reading it.
I'll just read it again. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back to their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Zesty boy, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a little downcast today.
Oh, you think so?
Fuck yeah.
I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not... Wait.
Yeah, what?
6 more to go.
Yeah, I know. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Zesty boy. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of the club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Are you sure about that?
That was not going through.
She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
It's probably because of her small nose.
Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest.
Oh God. Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Oni-chan.
Oh no.
Me?
Just kidding, we're not doing that.
How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
Oh God. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been.
You're so funny, Zesty boy.
What was that?
Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you.
Monica puts a period after every word.
She gotta breathe, boy. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think of anything of it. For now. Wait, that was all wrong, but we're just...
Blast through that.
Yep.
All right. Crisis averted. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. That was a lot of fucking reading.
Okay, everyone.
After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room.
Why don't we share our poems now?
Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori.
Dun dun dun. Who's reading the poem?
Who do you want to read first? Okay. Finally. This one, it's good. You're gonna like it. I was wondering how long it would take you. Click!
Oh, fuck. All right.
Yeah, seriously. Don't listen to what anyone else says. Especially Yuri. Just keep writing poems like this. It's all you need.
That's you go.
Are you sure that's not just what you want?
Excuse me? You're talking to a pro, you know. Don't you know you should trust my opinion the most?
I guess that depends. Aren't you biased towards poems that are more simple and cute?
Biased? Of course not. My opinion just happens to be the best.
There's one thing I still can't tell. Is Natsuki actually self-aware of her spoiled behavior? At this rate, I don't know if I'll ever figure it out. Fair enough. I'm glad that you like my poem after all.
Ah ha 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 ha. I knew you'd finally understand. Just keep showing me your poems and you'll be a pro before you know it. Anyway, here's the one I wrote. Oh fuck.
Oh god.
I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I was hoping that would rhyme. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you'd left alone. What? Let's bury your heart. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. I hate how the fucking it doesn't rhyme the entire second half. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons are wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left alone. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, pretty fucking hot, right? I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write about a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach and all the fucking sand.
So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later?
Yeah, well, it's just because I'm not fucking good at everything, I guess. It's only because of what happened yesterday.
The fuck?
I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, I was like, what's the chances she's gonna write about the beach? She wanted to pick a topic and have both of us write about it or whatever. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, mine ended up being metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. There goes my voice.
Oh, you're not done yet.
Well, I have that part of it, yeah.
I'll give you a break.
Monica! Hi, Zesty Boy.
What up?
Have you thought about what you want to... Yeah, okay. Why did I stop? What the fuck? Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it will turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Uh-huh. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem while I'm holding in. What? I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Dot.
I like it, Zesty Boy.
What? Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Fuck.
Uh-huh.
Oh, geez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something that Suki would write.
Ooh.
And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
In the background.
Yep.
In the background yelling, "This bitch wrote about a beach."
By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
I have, actually. Maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes there's only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Then go,
Alright.
The lady who knows everything. An oh, fucking Christ. It's gonna be a long day, boys.
Wait, how long is this?
Oh!
Have fun with that.
An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, that the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry... Is that a Q? Okay.
Yeah.
Quill, expressionless?
Yep.
Okay. The R wasn't really there. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice.
Tits.
Feather. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we speak only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back, afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know,
Damn.
I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Uh-huh. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know better than anyone.
Oh, fuck. You mean one-dimensional, question mark?
Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Fuck off, Monica! Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid of it's not that good?
Like that shit on the wall over here?
Yo, what the fuck even is on the wall? Just shit. It can be really disheartening to get lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. How's that fucking advice? Thanks for listening. Who's next?
Stop.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki.
Holy shit.
She has a pretty voice.
I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's really not what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good! That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Zesty Boy.
Sayori? Is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today.
Just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself.
We didn't get to read a poem.
Sick! I don't have to read anything.
Ah! Well done. Oh wait, fuck. Well done, Zesty Boy. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think.
I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in this club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself.
Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Zesty Boy? Well, you know, I like to say that writing is very personal, a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or bad writer, and even my opinions are just opinions, you know. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself.
That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another.
Eh? Why me?
Well, you're always so sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share.
Is that so?
Yep. Yuri thinks for a good minute.
That must be terrible. For me to have become someone whose opinions is so fearsome. How unlikable of me.
Yuri, shut the fuck up. It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion.
I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it.
Overthinking?
Being disliked.
What? Yuri.
What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on.
All right. Do you want to share your poem now?
Okay. Here.
That funny thing
Beach.
is-
Fuck, another beach
Yeah.
one. A marvelous millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clean blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath gray, is that gray?
Yep.
Okay.
That's an R.
Well, normally gray is with an E, right? Or is it gray?
It's
No.
A.
Rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest would to get lost in. The easiest would to get lost.
Yep.
I'm so fucking lost. Is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it get gently lick?
Yeah.
Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send your send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where the toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle and yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line. Tempted by the foamy tendrils. What is that? Oh, turn?
Yep.
Turn back and I abandon my peace to erode
At the shore.
at the shore. Drift forward and I return to Earth.
I can't believe she
Forevermore.
wrote about a beach.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck? Why beaches? I'm aware that the... Holy fuck, dude, what is going on right now? I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about.
What? It's not
Inane.
that insane.
Oh, inane thing to write about. I thought there was an S. But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it.
Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it.
She did?
Yep.
She didn't say anything weird, did she? She wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. It just went with her request. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something so simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts for once in a while.
Yeah, I think I agree.
God, this bitch talks a lot.
Thanks for sharing.
And with that, we'll have to call it here.
Yep. Sure. Bye.